It's recently been on the television, a 4-part series about the Ruth Ellis story. A friend of Lindsay wrote the book, and I think it's opened up some more. It's opened up more and more questions. So once upon a time, I would stand here and say that she came from Real in North Wales, she had an abusive father. I was led to believe that she'd left London to get away from him. She then worked in nightclubs, etc., and so on, and tasted all the West End, Mayfield, etc. Lindsay kindly came along on a tour one, and she's given me a whole different view of what exactly went on. But basically, yes, she did land up in London. She had various lovers. She had one in particular, David Blakely. And on Easter Sunday night in '55, she went looking for him. Most of her relationships with men had been abusive in some form or another. And she came looking for him in a taxi. And she went looking for him in Tasker Road. She thought he'd be there. Eventually she pulled up here. He was coming out of the doorway, came down and she fired. She stepped across the road and she fired 6 shots. One missed, 4 did eventually hit him. One also hit the hand of a passerby. You're going to be told these are the bullet holes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of nonsense.
Right, okay.
A lot of old nonsense. The old Irish landlady that used to be here came down one night with a drill, and she drilled those holes in the wall to attract people to come to
the pub. Right.
And plus all 6 bullets that were fired, none of them hit a wall.
Right.
1 in the floor, 1 in someone's hand, and 4 anyway. So from there it gets complicated, because you can get 2 different people's opinions. Some people say she was totally unrepentant. She said in court she knew what she was doing, and she wanted to do it, etc. But since the programme again, it's opened up other areas. What we pretty much know at this day and age, she would not have been hanged, that's for sure. There's no way she'd have been hanged. She'd have had lots of mitigating circumstances. There were some things she could have done that she could have defended herself better. But it came across that she didn't want to. Some people say there's some contradictions in it. But again, you can only do so much research, and I've been grateful for Lindsay, because I stood outside her house once in Camden town, said a family lived there, and it turned out it was the person that did the murder that lived there.
Right.
So you can constantly, constantly learn and be correct, and it's all about research. But yes, unfortunately, she was hanged, and people still ask the questions. The taxi that she turned up in, the chap who she was also in an affair with, a relationship with, I should say. They also, he owned a taxi. He also owned a gun. People are now saying more questions should have been asked about him. But yeah, look, it's a very intriguing story, and as I say, at the beginning, you've got 4 F's. You've got fact, fiction, folklore, and frank.
Yeah.
So you choose which one. I'm buying the drinks, so you believe me.